Caught Stealing is getting a lot of buzz for being director Darren Aronofsky's most accessible film to date. While yes, it does feature him for the first time working in a straightforward genre, this being a thriller, it also still has all the hallmarks you'd expect from one of his movies. Lest anyone forget, this is an Aronofsky film. There's an early sequence in the film where Austin Butler's character Hank suffers a particularly brutal beating, and it reminds you that this is a Darren Aronofsky movie. Usually, in an action thriller, the hero takes a licking and keeps on ticking without too many obvious wounds. But that ain't Aronofsky's style, and poor Hank comes away from the fight in this sequence in the movie with permanent damage. So yeah, Caught Stealing is a lot of fun, but it's also a tough movie that takes no prisoners. So in this one, a former baseball prodigy, played by Austin Butler of course, living in 1998 New York City, finds himself in big trouble when the Russian mob comes to believe that his missing neighbor might have something that belongs to them, and something they'd kill to get back. So Caught Stealing is very much like a film that's made in the era that it's set in, 1998. This was a time when indie thrillers could be brutal without paying too much heed to the sensitivities of their audience. And indeed, Caught Stealing gets brutal, with a few legitimately shocking moments peppered into the movie that I honestly didn't see coming. It apparently sticks pretty close to the crime novel of the same name it's based on, with the writer Charlie Huston also penning the screenplay. It lends itself to a strong showcase for star Austin Butler, who's showing a lot of promise and seems on the verge of becoming the next big leading man. His Hank Thompson is a solid hero, being a former baseball prodigy who suffered a career-ending injury in high school and now works at a dive bar in New York. Things aren't all bad though, as he's got a gorgeous, adoring girlfriend, played by Zoe Kravitz, named Yvonne, while he's generally well-liked by everyone in his neighborhood. Of course, things soon turn upside down when his wannabe punk rocker neighbor, Matt Smith's Russ, leaves him in charge of his cat. The feline has a legit starring role in this film, but also neglects to tell him about the various hoods he works for. Soon, Hank is caught between a gang of Russian mobsters led by a smooth-talking Latino, played by Bad Bunny, a cop, played by Regina King, and perhaps most deadly of all, two Hasidic Jew hitmen, played by Liev Schreiber and Vincent D'Onofrio. So Hank is a terrific role for Austin Butler, taking advantage of his lanky physicality and that you believe him as a ball player, plus his charisma and his vulnerability. It's a tribute to both the movie and the performance that you're never really sure if he's going to make it to the closing credits. While ably supported, with Kravitz as a convincing dream girl and King believable as a cop, it's definitely Butler's movie through and through, although Schreiber and D'Onofrio do come close to stealing a couple of their scenes. For Butler, though, this is a nice change of pace, given the fact that he's mostly played larger-than-life characters, and here he's just playing kind of a normal guy. Aronofsky clearly had a lot of fun making this movie and wants the audience to feel the same way, so he's dropped the austere approach of his last few films, meaning no arthouse 1:3:1 aspect ratios, giving this a slick, diamond-cut feel. He knows exactly how to make a movie like this, so when he plays in the thriller sandbox, you can be assured he's going to be making a damn good one. With a top-notch cast, some hard-hitting violence, and even a few solid laughs, Caught Stealing is a pleasant late summer surprise, and I really hope it doesn't get lost at the multiplex. This is a retro thriller done right that feels like a lost movie from Sundance 1998, and in the best way possible. They really don't make them like this anymore, but I sure wish they did. And I give this a 9 on 10.